welcome back to my channel. I thought of a really good idea yesterday. I am going to start a series for you guys. So what I'm going to be doing, the same type of look, but for everyday and for runway. Today's video, to start us off, I am going to be doing contour and highlighting. So the way I'm going to be doing this, I'm going to be splitting the videos up into a part 1, which will probably be the everyday look, and the part 2, which will be the runway look. So if you guys are interested, please keep watching. Alright, let's get started here. Start by putting my hair out of my face. Welcome to Fun Bun. So if you guys saw my, my workday makeup look, then it's kind of similar, but I'm really focusing on the techniques of contouring and highlighting for an everyday look. And then in my next video, you'll see contouring and highlighting for the runway. So stay tuned for that. That one's coming up next. I start with my foundation. Today I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me foundation, the matte and poreless one. I'm in color 120 Classic Ivory. So same technique. I'm just going to be dabbing some on. So, trusty beauty blender, use the bottom, and you blend everything in. So when your foundation is all nice and blended, there you go. I have a couple blemishes, so I'll usually go over those first. On an everyday basis is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. I use color 15 Fair. And then I'll just go over the spots here. Not as bad as I thought. I have this pesky one on my neck. There you go. So then I'll usually kind of blend the product in with my finger a bit so there's not so much. There you go. And then I'll just like go over with my beauty blender. Highlighting. So as I mentioned in my first video, what I like to highlight on an everyday basis is the Maybelline Age Rewind, and I use color Fair. It's the dark circle eraser, so it'll cancel out your dark circles. And I like to bring it up a bit. I just feel like it focuses on the cheekbones a bit more. Around my nose, under my eyes. I bring it in a triangle formation because you really want your eyes to pop. Bring it up a bit. Bring it down the bridge of your nose. That'll give the illusion that your nose appears smaller. I put a little bit on my chin, on top of my lip, on my eyes, and on the center of my forehead. Like that. Beauty blender again, pointed side. You want to pat the product into the skin. Everyday situation, I set it with powder and then I contour with powder. You'll see in my next video how that is one of the major changes versus everyday and runway. So I'll take my big fluffy brush, and in this case I take the Fit Me translucent matte and poreless powder, and it's a compact. So I just swirl it around, tap off the excess, and I lightly just seal all the liquid in. It's kind of like putting hairspray on your hair when you're complete, so everything stays in place. eyelids too, because then if you were to go over it with eyeshadow, it kind of like primes your eyelids and it's ready for shadow. Okay, everyday contouring. I always opt for a angled brush. I just kind of want a bronzer, like bring life back to my face. I'll use also an angled brush, but I'll use one that's more like fluffy versus this one. It's a Sephora brush. It's more like stiff, it's more structured. So this you can really get into carvings of your cheeks. On an everyday basis to contour, I just like using like a matte bronzer, nothing with shimmer in it. So we go back to the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. I'm in color medium deep. I feel like it's a nice neutral color when you want to everyday contour. I swirl my brush in there, I tap off the excess. If you really want to find the hollows of your cheeks, the best trick, just do a fish face. Like suck in your cheeks and do a fish face. That's where I stop. Now in terms of the line, you want to draw a line from the top of your ear to the corner of your lip. And that's how I do my contour. I suck in, I pull my hair back, and I really get into there. The trick for everything is to blend. That's where I like to stop. There you go. Same thing on the other side. Pull your hair back. I like to hold my brush. You see how it's like pointed and there's like an edge? I kind of put the edge in that crease and I let the brush do the blending upwards for me. I like to contour my temples because I feel like it gives my face like a nice hourglass figure. I don't know if people want that on their face, but I like it. So I contour a bit, put a little bit of the Chocolate Soleil bronzer on my temples, and then I pull back my hair here and I go right up against my hairline. This gives the illusion that you have a smaller forehead. I feel like the looser the brush, the lighter the contour. So if it's not something that you're really interested in having like super deep, strong contour, the biggest tip that I can give you is go for a more fluffier brush. So now that's blended there. Again, back to my brush. And I like doing my jawline because it makes me look like I have a skinnier neck. So I'll go right under my jawline, this side too, and then I blend a bit downwards. Okay. For my nose, people usually take another brush. If I really want to go hardcore, I do. If not, I squeeze my brush like this, dip it in a little bit, tap off the excess, dip it, and then just drag it right on the sides of your nose. And there you go. Now, just to finish off the look, go with a blush, hit the apples of your cheeks. I blend it into my contour. Here you go. I'll finish off my look and I'll be right back. I just put on my brows, finished my eyelashes, threw on a couple coats of mascara and put my hair down. And this is how you get a everyday contour. Alright guys, I hope you like this video. Stay tuned for part 2, runway, contouring, highlighting. It's gonna be epic. It's gonna be intense. Get ready for it. Alright, I love you guys. Have a good day. Bye. Why do I always look so ghostly on camera?